Welcome to the Introductions Necessary podcast, a daily introduction to the contributions of women working in STEM fields. Never content with just accepting the answers put before her, Lynn Margulis spent her life questioning. In elementary school, she questioned the idea that just because a teacher said it was true, did that make it true? As she continued her education, she learned to question even more, relying on original texts instead of snippets from textbooks to explore the works of scientists like Isaac Newton and Gregor Mendel. She studied genetics and zoology, earning various degrees in both fields, culminating with a doctorate in genetics from the University of California, Berkeley in 1965. Just 2 short years later, she wrote her first publication questioning the prevailing theories about evolution at the time, which stated that the primary mechanism for mutation was random. Instead, she advanced and substantiated with microbiological evidence a theory that had been introduced in the early 1900s that states that several key organelles of eukaryocytes originated as a symbiosis between separate single-celled organisms. According to this theory, mitochondria, plastids, and possibly other organelles representing formerly free-living bacteria were taken inside another cell as an endosymbiote around 1.5 billion years ago. Molecular and biochemical evidence suggests that mitochondria developed from protobacteria and chloroplasts from cyanobacteria. Margulis recalled her paper being rejected by 15 journals before it was finally published. 2 years later, she expanded this paper into the first of many books published on this and other science topics. At first, her theories were rejected by the scientific community, but Margulis stood by her work, and 10 years after her first paper, she was vindicated when a new paper was published giving support to her ideas. She was also a proponent of the Gaia hypothesis, another controversial idea that has drawn harsh criticism from some in the science community. Not just a researcher and author, she was also an educator at both Boston University and the University of Massachusetts Amherst, where she was a distinguished professor in both biology and then geosciences. While Margulis had her fair share of detractors and controversial ideas, she was never afraid to push science and scientific thought, and serves as a reminder for us to do the same. Question things put before you by others, and go out and create knowledge for yourself. Introductions Necessary is a production of 9 Hour Films. Our music was composed by Kristen Baum. Please visit our website, introductionsnecessary.com, to listen to previous episodes and learn more about the women featured in this program. We would love for you to introduce yourself to us on Patreon. You'll get the latest updates and find out how to support the podcast on patreon.com/9hourfilms. Thank you for listening.